Ohio. This is anything but a run-of-the-mill early season matchup, a clash of top 10 teams as these two will get their oil checked early. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
I caught up with the Bulldogs head coach pregame. One of the things that coach is worried about today is that they will be without their starting quarterback. Got hurt in their game last week, and so today their backup is going to get his first action of the season. Coach told me they want to make things easy for him early. They've talked to the other teammates. Everybody do your job. Make sure he can get comfortable with everyone around him so he can make some plays for us down the stretch. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see what kind of problems that might cause. Buckeyes kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Finds a crease, it's Phillips. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Georgia! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And I go back to him again, too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again. Get it to their running back. Try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to slip through and pick it up. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Looks it in. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. That did not fool anybody. The defense right there to knock him down for the big loss.
Well, the offense is trying to go with a trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Right side, it's Phillip. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. The offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
On 3rd down, here's Frazier. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing. Big turnover forced by the defense.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Fights off the defender. Knocked down immediately.
It's a bad sign on offense when you have that many people running free at your running back. That means guys up front aren't getting their blocks. Just too many hats getting to the ball carrier. I love his effort, making multiple guys miss, but still, it's a negative play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Making the adjustment on the play. Throwing, say it. Makes the grab. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. Sayin on the play action. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
There's a crease. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. The Buckeyes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. Trying to barge in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point splits the uprights. So they move the ball 37 yards on the drive and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
On the RPO, got it. Shows him the stiff arm. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
And the fan bases in the South, they're pretty crazy. They're pretty psychotic. They follow recruiting. They follow the transfer portal. And they've been following this cat right here. Like, big-time receiver, joining this league, joining your team. Expectations, Palmer, they're high. And you see why on that play. Dude's got some skill.
Yeah, he's big time, man. Listen, I'm not going to say this guy was flying under the radar before, but now he's going to become a household name playing wide receiver in the SEC. This is a conference that not only pumps guys into the NFL, people win Heisman trophies playing wide receiver in this conference, and this team thinks this guy's got an opportunity to be there in New York at the end of the year.
So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Just feeds the running back. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And that's a teach tape on third down right there. That's a great job by the defense. Being back, understanding it's third down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The run inside. It's Jackson. Stopped right there.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Changing the routes with his receivers. Here's Sayin to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break a tackle, make something happen, get 10-plus yards.
Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. Trying to squeak through the pile. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
Got an alley. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented.
Oh, out of space. 20. He's at the touchdown Buckeyes. Once he got some room, it was over. Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Fakes to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. They start the season as the #1 team in the country. You want to talk about having a bullseye on your back from day one.
Yeah, bullseye, but that also means you're really, really talented, and you're thought highly of. So this roster, it doesn't take a backseat to anybody in the country. Starting the year #1 is a great thing. That means you got talent. But how do you take this season, and how do you take step one today?
And that's the job of the coaches, I think, is to deliver the message to your team. You've got to prove it. You haven't played anybody yet. You haven't necessarily earned that #1 in front of your name. So here's your opportunity. A lot of fans watching. A lot of people excited to see just how good you really are.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
I think you're seeing the chemistry between these two guys on that last play, right? Quarterback's on the move. He's got to find his big fella. He does a great job of finding the soft spot in the defense and settling down. He was a stationary target for his quarterback on the move, and that really helped him pick up that first.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Wants to throw on first. Looking left. Intercepted to stop the threat. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. On the ground, it's Jackson. There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They give it to him again. All over him immediately.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Lined up in the gun on third down. Say it. Right side, it's Rodgers. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The Buckeyes will try to convert on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play. Fourth down, Sayin. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Run in the red zone. It's Rodgers. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the back. Driven back. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
St. Clair from the gun on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. Hauls it in. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout on the field, and that's the second call by Georgia. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Give the defense a ton of credit in this sudden change situation. Their offense just coughed it up. And this defense comes out, they go 3 and out and force a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of this drive. Out wide left, it's Frazier. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right foot in this football game. Looks like they're still searching for answers or something that they can get some momentum going.
Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. The first game we'll take a look at will be Duke, taking on the Rice Owls. And it's the Blue Devils looking to get the job done on the road. Right now, it's early, but they lead this season opener. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
They'll start this third quarter with a run. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They give it back to him. And they swarm him under.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. Left side is Rodgers. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
And sometimes when you hand it to these guys, man, it's hard to find lanes. It's very congested in the box. But nice job when you spread it out and you give him space by throwing him the football. Sometimes he can use that blazing speed and make bigger plays. I look for them to continue to find ways to get that fast dude in space.
Straight ahead, it's Rodgers. All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Rides to the back. This time he'll be stopped behind the line, and they'll pretty much give back what they just gained.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Those last 2 runs have been disastrous. Would they dare go to a draw on 3rd and 16? Tavian St. Clair. He's going to fire deep. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. A huge return there. Steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And that's a great play call by the offensive coordinator because that play is essentially the extension of a sweep play. You're getting your running back an extra touch to the perimeter of the field, so now he can go to work in open space.
They're all over him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game, and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
The coaching staff defensively, they harp on this unit to be more physical, to fly to the football and gang tackle. You're seeing all of that in this game. That's why they're one of the best run defenses in the nation.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. Frazier again. The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. Field goal unit is not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Keeps it moving. It's Rodgers. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, he'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Chunk of yardage through the air, and now back to the line. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing St. Clair. Out wide right, it's Johnson. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. This noise, this crowd, and you can feel the jolt of energy going through the Buckeyes.
Well, everybody loves 5-yard runs, Reese, but come on, let's get real. When you're chucking the ball down the field and you got great quarterback play and wide receivers out wide that are making plays, fans go nuts, and the Horseshoe is one of the loudest places in all of college football.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Going for it all. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. It's inside. It's Jackson. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Off play action on 1st down. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there. If I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They were all over it. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Making the adjustment. St. Clair from the gun on 3rd down. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. A big turnover here for the defense to end the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Here's a give to Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Out wide left, it's Frazier. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Flying down the right side. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Ohio State. He'll try to tack on one more. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Unloads to the wideout. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but
wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Got to make the play on 4th. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Oh, he has to find a way to keep his feet in bounds there. He would have had the first down after making the catch. As it is, they'll turn it over on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeye! And the stomping has commenced. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play.
Number 96, set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Drops back on first down. Right side, it's Green.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Second down, going to throw it. He wants to go deep. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right back to the well. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. Turning it on. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he punctuated that drive by ripping off a 38-yard run for 6. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
Man, we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know.
And that ball is live in the backfield. Defense picks it up. Flying down the left side. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
3rd down play from the gun. The quick out. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to fires toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. He's got it. He's got enough for the first down, and he stopped after a pickup of 14, and we've reached a 2-minute timeout. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. RPO complete. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. New set of downs after the completion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Second down, gonna throw it. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that ball is caught. One hand grab.
And you see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing, pull it into their body, and make big plays down the field.
And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Gives it. Powers through the defender. Found a little crease and turned that into a productive run.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back. The next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Makes the grab on third. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Fielded in the end zone. It's crossed. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped. When he brought it out of the end zone, he'll be stopped at the 15. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.